Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create executable files using Deno. So in case you want to create command line applications using Deno and you don't want to be dependent on the Deno runtime itself, then you can compile your application into one package, into a one binary executable. And this tutorial is short. I'm going to use the source code of my previous tutorial about creating Deno command line applications, and I'm just going to show you how to create a binary file from that. This is the solver of the quadratic equation algorithm. And I'm going to show you first how to run this thing without binary compilation. So I'm going to say, let me see if you can see the font like this. Okay, so I'm going to say Deno run allow read. I'm not sure if allow read is even needed, but let me check. So Deno run main ts, and now you can add the command line arguments like this. So let it be 4 and c let it be 1. Okay, so this program obviously runs and it solves a quadratic equation of the form 3x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals 0, and it prints out the solution. But supposedly you want to create an executable out of this without without executing the Deno itself, without calling the Deno runtime. So this works in a very simple way. You just need to say Deno compile, and you need to use the unstable switch. And after that, if your application needs any arguments, then you put your arguments here. So for example, if you need allow net or allow read or allow write, then you put it here. Also, if you want to output your binary into a specific file name, then you write the switch output and you name the file, and I'm going to name it like quadratic. And if you want to use a specific target, then you can do it like this. You write target. For example, if you want to create Linux executables or Windows executables or even Android executables, then you can specify by using the target switch. You can write Deno compile -- help to see the list of available targets and how you specify them. I'm going to show you that in just a minute, but for now I'm just going to create the Linux executables just by that, themselves. So yeah, and you need to specify, of course, the source code. So let's see. This will create, let's check this. Okay, so I have created a binary and it has a 54 megabytes of volume of size, and that's because it wraps the Deno runtime into the executable. Let me first run the application itself. So let me say quadratic, and let's do a equals 3, b equals 4, and c equals 1. Okay, so it runs the application. Now if you want to, let me remove quadratic. Okay, so we don't have it anymore. Now let's compile the application again, and let's add the switch light. This will use a smaller runtime into the executable. So let's try this. Okay, let's check the difference. Okay, so we have a difference of 20 megabytes. Now the size of this application is 34 megabytes. Okay, I mean, yes, of course, if you are creating just a simple application like this, then it's probably a waste of space. But once your application, once your project grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and once you have like 50 files or more, then probably it pays off. So it depends on your application, of course. Let me show you the list of targets here. So let me check help. Okay, so I have the target here, and here you can name your executable target. For example, this is Linux. If you want to create Microsoft executables, then you need to specify this. Okay, or you can create Apple executables, etc. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's awesome. So this is a new feature that came into Deno 1 point, I don't know, 1 point, very recently. It's very recent. So it came into Deno, let me check. I think 1.4.6 something. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and see you in the next time.